Right, good morning. It's just coming up on 9:30 on Wednesday morning. This is the first part of a 5-day epic. Today I'm on here on Shearwater. I've managed to get on a nice wide part to practice my casting before tomorrow, which sees me driving to Walthamstow to fish the upper or lower Maynard. Haven't decided yet, wherever the fish are. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'm on the Royal Signals Carp Champs on Walthamstow 1 again. So yeah, it's going all right on here. I've been fishing for about 2 hours. I've had 2 carp. I'm fishing at 100 yards, little mix of corn, hemp and krill 12 mils. And yeah, it's going very, very well. So I'm going to leave this running for a little bit and we'll see if I can get another one on film. Speak to you in a bit. So it's just gone past 10. I've just put a 12-foot zig out on the left-hand rod, simply because there's loads of fish showing up in the surface layers. I don't know how close to the surface that is, probably 4 foot, but it's not going any longer, simply because I'm fishing over grass here and it's not a match, so I'm not going to risk it. Right, speak to you in a bit. Okay, that was number 5. They're still showing out there over the top of the ducks. I'll try and show that in a sec. But yeah, it's turning into a good day. Right, second half of the brace, biggest of the day so far. I've now had 2 on zigs and 8 on the bottom. I've nearly run out of spod mix now, and I'm not going to make any more up because I need to save as much bait as I've got for the weekend. So I've got about 3 spoms left. I'm going to whack them in and then start packing down really slowly. It is now 4 o'clock, so you can't fault that. So that's it. You'll probably next see me tomorrow when I'm on the Maynards, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Wish me luck. Ciao, ciao. Right, good morning. You join me at the start of day 2 of my 5-day fishing epic. Yesterday you left me at Shearwater, and I basically just had a little brace. I was up to fish number 10, I think it was, on the video. I had another 4 or 5 before I went home in the last hour or so, including a 20-pound 2-ounce mirror on a zig, so that was quite exciting. It was a 13-foot zig on a 12-foot rod, so yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, this morning I've come to Walthamstow, the Walthamstow complex. I'm on here for the weekend for a match. However, the lakes that we're fishing the match on aren't open today, so I am sat on the lower Maynard currently. I've come right up to the top end. There's the only lee of this of this chilly north wind, and I've got one rod right up into the trees up to our right there, and I've got another rod in line with the small blossoming bush across, where I've seen some flat spotting coming up, and that's it really. I think a lot of bait's gone in at the weekend. I heard a few fish came out from up here, and that's it. I haven't seen anything concrete yet. but I'm only here for a few hours. I might move down onto the end of the wind in a bit and give it a go. But really I'm helping Simo out this afternoon with the pegging for the match. And that's it really. Then tonight it'll be a barbecue. Tomorrow it'll be the first day of the match. So if I don't catch anything on here, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao for now. Right, good afternoon. It's 20 past 3 on Friday. The match has now been going for just over 4.25 hours. And up to this point, I don't think anything's been out. I haven't heard of anything. The draw was eventful in that I've come, I think it was 3rd or 4th out of the bag. And the swim, which is at the southernmost end again, where I was last year, was still in there. And bearing in mind last night I saw loads of fish down here. This morning I saw a few fish down here. Yesterday I saw loads of fish down here. I thought it'd be rude not to, so I'm back in it. However, this time, whereas last year I don't think I fed enough bait, I definitely have this time. I put half a bucket of bait out onto the 13-14 wrap spot. It was 14 wraps last year. I've gone in at 14, and as I brought it back I found a nicer area about a wrap further back. So I say about, it's bang on 13 wraps. And I've decided to put the right hand rod at 13 wraps down into the channel down to my right. And I'm feeding spod mix on that as well, which is hemp, corn and boilies. And we'll see how we go. Like I say, it's 4 and a bit hours in so far, nothing's happened. Apart from the wind is the biggest pain in the backside I've known for quite a long time. But yeah, that's me. I'm gonna probably have a brew and chill out for a bit. So speak to you in a bit. It's 20 to 7 on Saturday morning. I managed 3 during the night. I had 1 on dusk, 1 at 1:30 and 1 at 4:30 this morning, so not too bad. I'm up to 40 pounds. But yeah, that's it really. All came on the left hand rod out in the open water. We'll see where it goes from here. But it's a pretty enough morning. Hopefully this wind will be a little bit less than yesterday. Might make the fishing a little bit easier. Right, that's it. Update done. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, it's just coming up on 6 o'clock on Saturday night. I've now had 4 and lost 1. They've all come to the same area, in line with the dead tree opposite, same as last year, except I'm a wrap closer at 13 wraps. However, that's come with new issues because I've actually found out that there's a snag there. So I've been cut off once and I've had a fish snag me up as well, which I managed to get out of the snag last night. Not a lot's happened today. Well, very little's happened today. Another fish has come from up the other end of the island. That's about it really. I've now got the bait, my right hand rod chucked right down the channel, down to my right, just on a stick, and we're just seeing what's sucking and see. But anyway, right, I'm going to leave the camera running for a bit, see what happens. I'm hoping for a bite. Should be soon. Speak to you in a bit.
I just want to make sure it's working.
Right, good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the final morning, so there's 3 hours of the match left. Just had another 17 pound common to go with the one last night, which puts me up to 6 fish now for about 86 pound. Yeah, it's certainly not fishing how we expected. This is putting me in second place by about 4 or 5 pounds. So 1 more mid common, mid double, and I should be able to win it, which I think is possible. 2 more and it'll be a bit more convincing. But I've always got the problem that Jay may pick another one up from the other end of the island. Once again, I'm battling somebody on the far end of the island. Still haven't seen anything. It's an occasional bite out the blue. My right hand rod I've put across to the far bank again. Left hand rod's still on the baited spot. All my fish have come off the left hand rod at the moment, off that baited spot. But we shall suck it and see. Yeah, wish me luck. See how we go from here. Right, there we go. It's 10 minutes from the end. I've got 86 pound on 6 fish, which looks good enough for second. The guy who won it possibly is Jay up the other end of the lake on just over 100. Basically, I'm £20 behind, which would have been 2 fish from down here. But yep, prep now for Clattercut next week. I'll see you on the bank there. Ciao for now. Bye.